Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we are plunging headfirst into the really dynamic world of AI SEO tools. We're looking specifically at the landscape here in 2025 and how these technologies are fundamentally reshaping the way we think about content strategy. We've been digging into a recent guide, one that lays out the top 10 AI SEO tools for this year. And our mission today, it's pretty clear. Cut through the noise, pull out the absolute most important actionable insights from this source material, understand why these tools have become so crucial right now, pinpoint the features that genuinely move the needle, and explore their impact on everything, from the nitty-gritty technical stuff all the way to future trends like voice search. So, if you're someone looking to not just keep pace, but actually stay ahead in the digital content game, if you want to grasp this rapidly evolving area quickly, maybe without getting buried in confusing jargon, then this deep dive, it's specifically for you. Think of it as your shortcut to being well-informed on this really critical topic.
And you're right to emphasize critical. It's really no exaggeration anymore. These tools have gone from being maybe a nice-to-have helper to, well, downright necessities in 2025. The digital competition out there is just that fierce, simply, hoping your content gets seen. That isn't a strategy that works anymore.
It really feels like the internet is just incredibly crowded now, doesn't it? Standing out requires something smarter.
Exactly. And a major driver for this shift, as the source material points out, is Google's Search Generative Experience, SGE. Think of SGE as Google's way of trying to answer user queries more directly. Often with AI-powered summaries right there at the top of the search results, it's fundamentally changing how people interact with search. And this has really rewritten the rulebook, moving us firmly away from, let's say, outdated tactics like simple keyword stuffing, which, let's be honest, was never a great idea anyway, towards a much more refined user-centric approach. It's all about deeply understanding user intent.
User intent.
Yeah.
So what someone really means or needs when they search.
Precisely, what they really need. And prioritizing the overall experience they have with your content. Even Google's own Search Central still puts huge emphasis on creating high-quality, people-first content.
Right. So it's like Google is telling us, focus on genuinely helping people. But maybe you need some help figuring out how to make that valuable content discoverable by both the algorithm and a human, especially if they're seeing an SGE summary first.
Exactly right. And this is where AI tools have evolved so dramatically. They've truly busted out of being just basic keyword checkers, or I think this source called them keyword nannies.
Okay.
They are now sophisticated strategic partners. They come packed with advanced capabilities like deep semantic analysis, which means they understand the meaning and the context behind words and phrases, not just the words themselves.
Okay, so deeper understanding.
Much deeper. They offer predictive analytics to spot emerging trends before they become saturated. They can even whip up optimized content drafts, doing that initial heavy lifting. They're designed to juggle truly vast amounts of data at speed to reveal those, golden opportunities you might easily miss if you were sifting through it all manually. This allows you to execute personalized, data-driven content strategies at a scale that was, well, previously impossible.
So they're not just doing the simple tasks anymore. They're helping with the complex analysis and even, like you said, generation.
Yes, exactly. The source highlights several key benefits that really capture this evolution. First, they provide advanced keyword and semantic analysis, scouring mountains of data, understanding deeper meanings, how topics connect. This helps target the intent.
Got it. Intent.
Second, enhanced content relevance and engagement. Digging into user behavior, tailoring content to truly resonate, making it more likely people read, engage, convert. Third, powerful automation for efficiency. This is where AI becomes your tireless assistant, automating tedious tasks, meta tag suggestions, internal linking, freeing you up.
For the strategic stuff.
Exactly. Fourth, data-driven decision-making. Real-time analytics, insights, letting you make smart, agile decisions based on what's actually working. And fifth, critically, expandability for large content volumes. For massive websites, huge content libraries, these tools tame the vastness, ensure optimization, maintain quality.
Okay, so what does this all boil down to for you, the listener? These tools are fundamentally about saving you significant time, making your content much more effective at reaching and engaging the right audience.
Yeah.
And providing powerful insights you just wouldn't uncover otherwise. It's like having a whole analytics and optimization team working instantly alongside your creative team,
Yeah.
handling the complex stuff so you can focus on the human connection.
Absolutely. So moving from why these tools are essential in 2025, let's dive into what specific features you should actually look for when you're considering one. It's definitely not just about having a tool, it's about having one with the right capabilities.
Right, you need features that genuinely move the needle, like the source says. Features that make a real difference to your strategy and, well, your results.
Exactly. Modern content optimization, especially with things like SGE emphasizing user intent, it demands an all-encompassing perspective. You need a tool that helps you focus deeply on understanding user intent, ensuring semantic relevance across your content, make sure your content covers related topics comprehensively, and also handles the crucial, often overlooked technical SEO elements, the things that keep your site healthy and discoverable by search engines.
So it's not just the words on the page. It's the structure, the health of the site, too. What are some of those essential features the source highlights?
Okay, the source lists several key ones to consider. First, AI-powered content analysis. Can the tool really dissect your existing content, not just for keywords, but for relevance to intent, readability, SEO structure?
Hmm.
Second, advanced keyword intelligence. Does it offer really in-depth keyword research, finding long tails, related terms, building those topical clusters?
Right, going beyond the obvious keywords.
Exactly. Third, SRP analysis and monitoring. Real-time tracking of search results pages. Imagine knowing instantly how you and your competitors are ranking so you can tweak strategy fast.
That sounds powerful.
It is. Fourth, content grading and optimization suggestions. Does the tool automatically give you recommendations to improve content based on data? Automating expert advice. Fifth, smooth workflow and CMS integration. This is huge for practical use. Does it fit with your existing systems? WordPress, Google Docs, your CMS. No hoops to jump through.
Yeah, that's vital.
Sixth, brand voice and tone consistency. Can it help ensure that even when optimizing, your content still sounds like you? Maintaining that unique voice is so important for authenticity. And seventh, fact-checking and compliance, especially key in regulated industries like finance or healthcare. Does it help ensure accuracy and compliance?
That point about integration and brand voice feels huge. A tool might be technically amazing, but if it forces you into some generic robotic voice or totally disrupts how you work, it's really helpful.
Absolutely not. And when we talk about the needs of larger organizations, those enterprise-level requirements, the source emphasizes a critical trifecta: expandability, security, and customization. For large organizations handling just vast amounts of data, managing many different content streams, complex internal structures, the tools they use need to scale dramatically. They need to handle that volume, keep sensitive data incredibly secure, and offer customizable features that fit snugly into those intricate existing workflows and brand guidelines. What's fascinating here is how the requirements really scale up. It's not just wanting more features, it's needing a fundamentally different level of capability and control.
Okay, so we understand why AI SEO is essential now and what features are key. The source guide we're using dives deep into the top 10 AI SEO tools of 2025. We obviously can't go through all 10 in minute detail here, but we should definitely highlight a few key examples, especially the one the source singles out as #1, particularly for enterprise.
Right, and the guide names Contently AI Studio as the ultimate enterprise content optimization solution, positions it as their numero uno choice for that specific scale.
The ace in the hole for enterprise, I think they called it.
Exactly that phrase. The source explains that Contently AI Studio leads the pack for large organizations because its core design genuinely amps up human creativity. It doesn't try to replace it. It's built from the ground up for human-AI collaboration. It hits that crucial sweet spot between deep, data-driven optimization and empowering humans to create authentic, engaging content that truly connects.
That human-AI collaboration aspect, that seems like the defining characteristic the source really focuses on for Contently.
It really is. That's what sets it apart, particularly at the enterprise level. It's designed to dish out editor-ready drafts, handling that initial heavy lifting, pulling data, structuring content based on analysis, generating baseline text, while keeping human oversight firmly in the cockpit.
So the human is still in control.
Absolutely. This allows editors and writers to focus on refinement, strategic direction, adding nuance, personality, that unique human touch that only they can provide. Plus, as we mentioned, its enterprise-focused features, the expandability and customization are, as the source puts it, dialed to 11. Built specifically for large-scale needs, complex workflows, high security requirements.
Any standout features within Contently that the source mentions that really show this blend of AI power and human enablement?
Yeah, a few really jump out. There's the SEO story ideas generator. It uses algorithms to spot trending topics, performance opportunities, basically giving you a data-backed head start on finding the next big thing to write about.
Okay, helps with ideation.
Exactly. There's a tone analyzer specifically to help ensure content aligns with your brand's unique voice, keeping that authenticity we talked about, even with AI assistance. And importantly, integrated docalytics.
Docalytics,
Right.
at that.
Putting it simply, it's a feature that tracks how people interact with your content on the page. It shows you things like how far people scroll, what sections they linger on, or what they click, giving you deep insights on reader engagement within the content itself, not just if they click to get there.
Wow, that sounds really powerful. Not just getting people to the page, but understanding if the content is actually working once they're there. Who is this Contently tool ultimately ideal for then?
According to the source, it's explicitly designed for big-time enterprise marketing teams. Teams managing the entire content lifecycle: ideation, planning, creation, optimization, distribution, analysis. It's for organizations that need to scale their output dramatically without sacrificing quality or brand integrity.
And they provide a pretty compelling success story for Contently, right?
They do. The source mentions a worldwide financial services juggernaut. They used Contently AI Studio to completely overhaul their content strategy, heavily leveraging AI-generated content refined by human experts. The reported result: a 65% boost in revenue over 4 months.
Okay, hold on. Here's where it gets really interesting. A 65% boost in revenue in just 4 months.
Yeah.
That's not just a bump in search rankings. That's a huge impact on the bottom line of a massive company. It really highlights the power of strategic, optimized content when executed at scale with the right tools and that human oversight.
Absolutely. And while Contently is highlighted as the top enterprise solution for its comprehensive suite and human AI focus, the source does list 9 other tools, each with its own strengths, its own ideal use cases. We don't have time to detail all of them, but maybe it's worth mentioning a couple of others just to show the variety out there, how they fit into different niches.
Yeah, good idea. Give us a sense of the range.
Okay, well, for example, Surfer SEO is highlighted for real-time data-driven optimization. It provides instant content analysis and data-backed insights directly within your writing process. It integrates with tools like WordPress and Google Docs.
Ah, okay. So that's really for content creators who want that live feedback and optimization help as they're writing.
Exactly, it's very much a writing companion. Then there's Ally AI, which excels at bulk technical SEO rule implementation. This tool is specifically designed for automating technical SEO tasks across thousands of pages quickly. Perfect for massive, sprawling sites or digital agencies managing huge portfolios. It can handle things like automatically adding schema markup.
That's the special code for search engines.
Right. Optimizing image alt text, implementing internal linking setups, all at scale.
That sounds like it could be a massive time saver for something like a huge e-commerce site.
Huh?
Or a publisher with decades of archived content.
It definitely is. And maybe one more. Phrase is highlighted, specifically for answer engine optimization. Its focus is on optimizing content to directly answer user questions. This is particularly powerful for boosting your chances of landing in Google's featured snippets.
Those answer boxes at the top.
Exactly. And capturing voice search traffic, as voice queries are very often phrased as questions.
Okay, so you have tools that are great for real-time writing help. Tools for large-scale technical fixes across huge sites, tools for answering questions directly to grab featured snippets and voice search. It really is a diverse landscape depending on your specific needs and scale.
Precisely. And the source's comparison analysis reinforces this. While other tools absolutely shine in their specific niches and offer powerful capabilities, they might, quote, fall short of the mark regarding scale and feature depth, compared to Contently for a full-throttle content strategy, particularly for large enterprises. Enterprises needing that deep blend of AI prowess, human oversight, robust expandability, and high-level customization. Contently is presented as offering the largest buffet of features geared towards those comprehensive enterprise requirements.
It's clear these tools offer specific powers, but AI's impact isn't limited just to the features within these individual apps, is it? It feels like it's changing the fundamental nature of SEO and content creation itself.
That's absolutely right. AI is having a revolutionary impact across the board, and one area that often gets overlooked maybe is technical SEO. As the source points out, technical SEO ensuring your website is structured correctly, fast, easily crawlable by search engines. It's essential, but it can be a real chore manually, especially for large sites. AI just takes the load off by automating many of these critical tasks.
Okay, so what are some of those specific technical SEO tasks AI can automate? The ones that used to be painful manual work.
The source lists a few key ones: meta tags and descriptions optimization, AI can act like a smart assistant, automatically generating or suggesting compelling meta titles and descriptions, those text snippets and search results that include relevant keywords and encourage clicks.
Yeah.
XML sitemap generation and updates. Sitemaps are basically maps for search engines. AI tools can automatically generate and keep these updated, ensuring search engines are always clued in on your site's structure and new content.
Right. Keeps Google informed.
Redirects and canonical tags implementation. When you change URLs or have similar content on multiple pages, managing redirects and canonical tags is vital. Avoids broken links, duplicate content issues. AI tools automate identifying and implementing these correctly.
That sounds complex. Good to automate.
And page load speed enhancement. This is a biggie for user experience and rankings. AI tools analyze assets, images, code, and suggest, or even automatically apply optimizations to significantly speed up page load times.
That's the kind of efficiency that makes a real difference. Speed definitely matters to users today.
It's absolutely crucial. And the source backs this up with a technical SEO success story. A snail-paced e-commerce site struggling with technical issues, slow loading, crawl errors, used AI-driven technical SEO tools. In just 3 months, they saw a 30% crank up in their overall SEO score, which directly contributed to reeling in significantly more organic traffic and achieving higher search rankings.
Wow. Okay, that shows the direct impact of fixing the underlying site health.
Definitely. And beyond just technical fixes, AI is also fundamentally redefining content optimization itself. As we touched on earlier, it's moving beyond keywords. The source emphasizes that the goal now, powerfully enabled by AI, is to truly embrace user intent. AI tools can dig deep into user behavior patterns, search trends, semantic relationships to help you craft content that doesn't just target a keyword, but genuinely understands and satisfies the user's underlying curiosity or solves their problem.
So it's less about finding the perfect keyword to stuff in and more about understanding why someone searched for something and giving them the comprehensive answer they actually need.
Exactly. And AI is brilliant at identifying semantic relationships. It helps uncover those deeper, often non-obvious contextual connections between topics. This allows you to create content that is much more natural, flowing, truly comprehensive. The source uses the example of talking about electric cars. A human might focus on EV price or best electric car, but AI, using semantic analysis, would intelligently weave in related concepts like battery tech, charging infrastructure, environmental angles, government incentives, driving range. It offers content with much more depth, providing a wider view that fully satisfies the user's potential follow-up questions.
That creates richer content. Content that's more likely to fully satisfy the user's query, potentially keeping them on the page longer, reducing bounce rates.
Precisely. And there's a content optimization success story tied to this approach, too, in the source material. A tech blog revamped its content focus with AI, honing in on user intent. By using AI to understand what their audience really wanted beyond simple keywords, their actual problems and questions, their click-through rates soared by 40%. The source notes this jump came because they shifted from basic keyword placement to focusing on providing real value, which skyrocketed engagement, and as a result, improved rankings and organic traffic significantly.
Wow, a 40% jump in click-throughs just by shifting the focus to truly understanding and serving user intent, that's powerful proof. Proof that the people-first content approach, guided by smart AI insights, really works in practice.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it highlights that successful content in 2025 is about creating something that truly resonates with people on a human level and using data and AI tools to guide you to do that effectively and at scale. It's really the bridge between human creativity and data-driven strategy.
Looking ahead a bit, one trend that's only going to continue growing is voice search. How are these AI tools helping us prepare for that future, where people are talking to their devices more and more?
That's a great point, and yeah, voice search is increasingly important. Voice assistants are everywhere. And searches made via voice are fundamentally different. They're typically much more verbal, more conversational than typed queries. AI SEO tools are specifically designed to help you optimize your content to align with these natural language queries, keeping your content voice search ready.
Okay, how do they actually do that? What features help with voice search specifically?
Well, the source lists specific capabilities AI tools offer for voice search optimization. They assist with identifying and integrating conversational keywords. These are the longer, more natural phrases that roll off the tongue when you speak a query. Think, what's the nearest coffee shop, instead of typing coffee shop near me.
Right, how people actually talk.
Exactly. They also help structure your content with FAQs and answer-focused structure. Since voice assistant results often pull direct answers, structuring your content around frequently asked questions and providing clear, concise answers boosts your chances of being selected. And they assist with implementing schema markup for rich results. That special code we mentioned. It helps search engines better understand your content. For voice search, it helps assistants find direct answers buried within your page, improving your content's visibility in voice results.
Okay, so the practical tips for optimization using AI would be focusing on those long natural language questions and structuring your content to answer them clearly and directly.
Precisely. AI tools are invaluable for pinpointing those long-tail question format keywords people are actually speaking into their devices. The key is then using that insight to structure your content so it directly and clearly answers those specific queries. It significantly increases the odds of your content being found and delivered as a voice search result.
This all sounds incredibly powerful, transformative even, but it raises an important question. I imagine it's on a lot of people's minds when they hear about AI writing drafts and automating tasks. Are AI SEO tools going to replace human content creators? Is this, the end of the line for writers and editors?
And thankfully, the source gives a very definitive answer to that, and it's nope. It's quite clear that the most successful teams, the dream teams, are built when humans and AI tools join forces. It's about collaboration. The example of Contently AI Studio being built specifically for human AI collaboration highlights this model perfectly. It doesn't try to edge humans out, it boosts their creativity and productivity because it handles the rinse and repeat tasks.
Okay.
It automates the optimization analysis, the data sifting, the initial drafting grunt work, which frees up valuable human brain space for strategy and storytelling. The AI handles the mechanics and scale, allowing the human creator to focus on adding nuance, unique perspective, brand personality, narrative, higher-level strategic thinking, stuff AI simply can't replicate.
So it's about a powerful collaboration then. It's freeing humans up from the tedious, repetitive stuff so they can do the high-level, creative, and strategic work they're actually best at.
Exactly. And the source also briefly touches on a few other common questions that people might have. Cost, for instance, is all over the map. You can find tools starting maybe around $50 a month for basic features, scaling up to potentially tailor-fitted pricing for comprehensive enterprise platforms like Contently. Depends on the feature set and scale you need.
Right, makes sense.
They also confirm that yes, AI SEO tools absolutely assist with Google's SGE. They help you craft the kind of structured gems and people-first content that SGE favors, making your content more likely to be pulled into those generative answers. Time to see results. It varies. Some technical fixes might yield quick improvements, but bigger results spool out over weeks to months. Consistency is key.
Patience and persistence.
Exactly. And finally, they touch on potential risks. It's a double edge. You have to be careful that over-optimizing doesn't sap content humanity. You need that balance, that mix of AI analysis and human touch to keep your content truly engaging and authentic.
That balance seems critical.
Right. So to wrap things up, integrating AI into your SEO and content creation strategy, it's definitely not a passing fad in 2025. The source material makes it clear it's fundamentally reshaping the digital marketing frontier. And the real power, especially for building truly comprehensive and effective solutions, comes from that intelligent combination of AI with real human insight.
It's that powerful hybrid approach that seems to be the key takeaway, again and again.
Yes. These tools are designed to streamline efficiency, drive significant measurable results like those success stories we discussed, and ultimately give you a crucial leg up on the competition in an increasingly crowded digital space. It's this hybrid of AI prowess and human creativity that truly opens doorways to unexplored potentials in content creation.
Okay, so for you, the listener, if you're looking to start incorporating these tools or maybe upgrade your current approach, the source suggests a few practical next steps. First, assess your current strategy. Take a look at where your biggest pain points are right now. Where are you spending too much time? Where are you lacking insights? That's often where AI could make the biggest difference quickly.
Good starting point.
Second, explore trial versions. Don't commit blind. Get your hands dirty. Peek at demos or free trials of tools that seem like a potential good fit based on your assessment. See how they actually work for you.
Yeah, try before you buy.
Third, prioritize integration. When you're evaluating tools, think about your existing workflow and systems. Find tools that can smoothly integrate with your CMS, your other platforms, so they become helpful partners. not disruptive obstacles.
Crucial for adoption.
And finally, and maybe most importantly, embrace collaboration. Remember, as the source emphasizes again and again, AI enhances, doesn't replace your creativity and judgment. See it as a partner designed to make you better and more efficient, freeing you up to do what only a human can.
Well said.
So, what does this all mean for the future of content then? If AI can handle the heavy lifting of optimization, analysis, and even drafting, freeing you from the tedious, repetitive tasks that used to consume so much time, what new heights of creativity, strategic thinking, and genuine connection with your audience can you unlock as a content creator? What does it truly mean to shape the future of content and this powerful partnership between human intelligence and artificial intelligence? That's something fascinating to really mull over as you think about your own work. Thanks for diving deep with us today into the world of AI SEO tools in 2025. We hope this unpacks the key insights and gives you the information you need to navigate this exciting, rapidly evolving landscape.